has not just colonized our lands, they've colonized our minds. So when BDS came about in 2005, it was a strong act of resistance in its own right, telling Israel that all those decades of oppression and trying to convince us that it's hopeless to resist and we should give up, all your efforts have failed. This is a movement that's supported wall to wall by Palestinian society, and it is appealing to the world to isolate you as South African apartheid was isolated. It calls for boycott, divestment, and sanctions against Israel as a regime of occupation, settler colonialism, and apartheid until basic Palestinian rights under international law are met. And these three basic rights are ending the occupation, ending the system of racial discrimination, and the right of return for Palestinian refugees. To achieve those, we've called for boycott, divestment, sanctions in all fields: academic, cultural, economic, military, and so on. Israel's reaction to BDS is very much along the lines of Gandhi's famous statement. First they ignore you, then they laugh at you, then they fight you, and then you win. We're in the then they fight you part. So what has made Israel so scared of BDS? It's this economic impact that reached the level of affecting some economic indicators. It's a domino effect. By having strategic campaigns against 1, 2, or 3 companies at most, you teach everyone else a lesson. On the argument that some Israeli companies that were targeted by BDS have used, which is BDS might hurt Palestinians and so on and so forth. We don't need anyone in Europe to lecture us about our real interests. We're not little kids who need a white grown-up to explain to us our interests. We know there's a price to be paid. Of course, there's no free resistance anywhere in the world, but certainly our freedom, justice, and equality are worth the price. And that's what Palestinian society is saying. Of course, when we talk about the successes, it's not one group, it's the global BDS movement, our partners everywhere, in South Africa, Brazil, the US, the UK, Norway, the Netherlands, Italy, France, Korea, Japan, India, and so on and so forth. It's truly a global community of activists and groups that have contributed to this amazing success. We cannot continue living without dignity, without freedom forever. We've got to do something that's different, that's effective. It's not just enough to vent out your anger, you've got to achieve your rights.